Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends What If Red Skull. Now I gotta say, I was kind of excited for this figure. I love Red Skull as like Captain America's greatest enemy. I liked the first movie and I never got a hold of the 10th anniversary figure. So I am excited to get this guy open and I hope he lives up to expectations. On the front of the box here, of course, we got a picture of Red Skull with the Watcher behind him. The same glass shard look from his TV show. The same design that's on all of these. On the back, we got a nice old picture of Red Skull with his accessory, the Tesseract, and his Build-A-Figure piece. And then, of course, on this side, we have all of the figures to build Khonshu. And with this being my last one, my next video will be about the Khonshu Build-A-Figure. So if you are excited for that, hit the subscribe button and turn that notification bell on so you won't miss out. And without further ado, let's open this figure. And here we have Red Skull out of the packaging, and I gotta say, this figure is okay. A little below, maybe. To me, it's not that good, because this is all he comes with. You're looking at the whole figure right here. And to me, this is just sad. So I guess let's quickly take a look at the old Tesseract and see whether or not it's worth our time. And, you know, it's a blue box. Don't know what else we really could have expected from it. Of course, just little box there. Not too special. And for Red Skull himself, not too special. I do like the new head sculpt for him. I do think that is really nice. It really captures his What If appearance. And really his movie appearance. And I'm not sure whether or not... I'm not sure if this is a reuse on the body or if it's new. Again, I didn't get the 10th anniversary. But I'm guessing by the fact it's pinned there and there that it's just a reuse with this trench coat deal added on. If I had to guess. No printing on the back. I will say the sculpt is really nice though. Get some okay articulation out of him. His head will look up that far. It will look down that far. Arms go out into a kind of T-pose. Biceps swivel on both arms. Double jointed elbows. And both his hands have an up and down motion and go full 360. Same with his fist. Now, he does have a diaphragm joint here, but it doesn't really allow him to crunch forward very far or go back. It kind of allows him to go back. Side-to-side motion isn't really possible, and you can see mine is kind of off-center there. I can't fix it. You can do a full 360 turn at the waist, but it is diaphragm. Oh, I guess he can with his diaphragm joint. His leg kicks up that far. Double jointed knee, which is kind of hard to show off because of the soft plastic here. He does have a nice old thigh cut. Foot kicks out that far. Kicks up that high. And other leg can kind of do the same, not nearly as well. So overall, I am going to consider this figure a bit of a disappointment. You know, there's not a lot you can do with him, sadly. You know, last time we got the Red Skull, it was the comic one, and he came with how many sets of hands? Like 4 sets of hands, I want to say. A Tesseract, 2 head sculpts. It was like the perfect Red Skull. Even the movie one had like a gun for him, which makes sense. He uses a gun in the movie. That gives him something to do on the shelf, other than sit here like this with the Tesseract. But if you are a Star Wars fan, like me, and you collect the Black Series, if you have the new Luke Skywalker, whose box I have sitting right here, and there will be a review on that too. So if you have this one, what you can do is take his cape, his cloak, put it over the Red Skull like so. And now you have him on his Infinity War and Endgame appearance. I know it's not that much, but to me, I actually like him better like this. You know, you can go on my on my shelf next to Thanos. So, it's a good way to have him, in my opinion. But let's get that off him, because we aren't looking at my more custom... Oh, God. Just had a bunch of boxes of figures to review fall over. It's great, I gotta say. So, let's get a tape measure and figure out how tall this figure is. So, the Red Skull comes in at 6 inches exactly, which I gotta say, I think pretty nice. I love getting the taller figures. You know, if you watched my Spider-Woman review, my Cyborg Spider-Woman, you'd know these chunky figures are my absolute favorites, so nothing can top them. And here's Red Skull next to his arch nemesis, Captain America. Nice voice crack. So, I do think this scales pretty well. I do wish Red Skull was a little bit taller to match Steve, but that's okay. And if you're wondering why I'm using his Avengers appearance, it's just because it was the nearest one I had. I have other ones, but he really only interacts with him in his suit right before he gets this one. So, I don't really have much else to compare him with. And here he is next to Hawkeye and Black Widow. And no, I don't have the Endgame ones outside of course, Ronin here. I never got that 2-pack, so I don't have them. But what I do have is the Black Widow movie, Natasha. And I think that fits in just as nicely. Let me see if I can get the camera to have a little less glare. It seems like every figure I review is a lot shinier on the like his... See the difference between that and there? What just fell? Huh, Luke. It has such a bad glare. And here he is next to the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, from the Iron Man and Thanos 2-pack. Now, I don't have a Gamora to really put him with, but... And here we have him next to his arch nemesis of his first episode of What If, Captain Carter, and I have to say, these figures pair well together, but he will probably end up on my Endgame shelf. And, because I've hit 100 subscribers, if you guys would like, and if you've stuck around this far, tell me, do you want to see like a tour of my collection, or are you fine not seeing it and being content with your lives? Please let me know in the comments below, and that will do it for the video today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it enough to hit the like button, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.